Alrighty. Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Love Through a Prism. Now, it has been a pretty chaotic week and I have spent the past 10 minutes fixing my hair and it still looks extremely chaotic. So, we are going into the chaos mode and I am hoping that Love Through a Prism calms me down and makes me just and helps me carry forward through the rest of the week. So I am hyped for these next two episodes. Everyone is going to be visiting Kit's manor, whatever, which is a pretty big deal because I'm guessing not a lot of people get invited to that space. Kit is not excited about it. Everyone else is excited about it. Lili is not that excited about it, but she can get on board. We were introduced to Shin last episode and I am hyped to get introduced to this character a bit more. I am guessing he's also going to bring along his sister because what would she do all alone in the dorm room, right? Like it would make logical sense for him to bring his sister. But even if he doesn't, all great. I do want to see a good jealousy arc. I hope that Dorothy picks up on it and kind of like make something happen. If not, that's all cool. And while it's been ages since I've gotten into a shipping war, I would go to war for Kit and Lily's relationship. Like I genuinely feel like Shin is introduced as a secondary character and I do not want to villainify him. I do not want him to be used as a jealousy trope, but also jealousy tropes always hype me up. But yeah, I want him to be his own standalone character, maybe get together with Peter. I felt them vibes. Did you feel them vibes? And oh, Dorothy and maybe Joffrey have a good connection and vibe together too. Let's see what happens in this manner. I'm literally filling it up with ships right now, and I know that's not the intention. The intention is art and beauty and joy and all of the jazz. So I hope to see all of that jazz as we step into Love Through a Prism. So without further ado, let's get started. Immediately, I think it was the third episode where we see Lily see a train from afar, and for her to now be experiencing that, I feel like there is a certain joy in that, and I wonder if they actually are going to talk about it. It would be really dope if they do. Even if they don't, that's still pretty chill, but ooh.
最初はあんなに渋ってたくせに一番ノリノリじゃない。別に楽しんでなんかないよ。
Dorothy, darling, I absolutely love you, but you could have let her enjoy that for a longer time before you commented on it, is all I'm saying. Like,
随分静かなお嬢さんだ。ごめん。
don't apologize for that, darling. I am the kind of kid who used to read books in train journeys and not talk to anyone. Wait, I'm that girl even now. Yeah, I don't want people apologizing on my behalf for that. Be as quiet as you want to be. Don't let the world make it too chaotic that you have to get up and respond.
一緒に楽しもう。さくら、よろしくな、さくらちゃん。
きっとの家そんなにすごいんだ。あんな奴が。ダイアナおばさんがみんなのために気合い入れて作ってくれたな。ダイアナおばさんが？
このハムサンドいけるな。チキンも美味しいよ。
中身は全部違うんだって。
Watch her sandwich have the most outrageous filling, is all I'm saying. Like, they get her excited for it and then they squash her dreams. I don't know why I'm coming in with such energy. I need to calm down. Need to dial it down like 20%.
私は何かな？なんで？
思いがけず酒の神、バッカスの誘惑が。
I'm inspired by him to use my knowledge of Greek mythology and mythology in general to be like, oh yeah, I was just tempted by Bacchus. Well, it was Roman mythology to be completely honest. So I could be like, well, I was tempted by Dionysus, the god of wine. Let me have a sip. Let me party. I was tempted by Dionysus. Let me go for a swim. I was tempted by Poseidon. Let me steal some jewels. I was tempted by Hades.
席は予約しといたぜ。
All that's well and good. Why couldn't you tell them? You should have just been like, oh hey, by the way, I'm gonna hit the buffet car. Anyone who's hungry can join me there. Instead of being like, eventually they're going to miss me and I know I'm awesome enough and important enough that they're going to miss me, so they're gonna come searching for me. And so they'll find me here and I'll surprise them with a table. Like, you should have just called for them? What's with this mystery, dude? I like it though. I would have done some nonsense like this in my teenage years. Not that I actually would have done it, to be completely honest. I was too introverted back then. Her glance towards us, or the quote-unquote camera, just made me think that, oh, she's painting me. watching her, watching the scenery. Ooh.
ずいぶん前から領地には入っております。
え？
ここから見渡せる一帯が、チャーチ家の庭みたいなものですから。
That's their garden? I don't even know what to say, man. I'm gobsmacked. Yikes, that's a huge property. Like, I figured, okay, but then the obnoxiousness or snottiness, and not even realizing that it's obnoxious or snotty, but the way that they called that space the garden just made me both pissed off and be like, oh man, to be rich like that.
庭の中に村があるんだけど。素敵なお話。
Watch her get lost multiple times this episode and next, or for however long they're here. Oh, I would get lost. I would genuinely be like, yeah, don't bother me. Don't talk to me. I'm here. If you're leaving and you don't find me, just consider the fact that I've hidden myself away somewhere, or I've forgotten that we are leaving today. I probably would have just hidden myself somewhere there just so that I could keep looking at art and stuff like that. Art cannot be rushed. Even seeing art cannot be rushed. So yeah, I'll be there. Where will you be? I don't care. When she jumped off the train, right, I was like, oh, I guess she has lost some of her clumsiness, or maybe the creators forgot about it after the first episode, and then we see it here again, and I'm just like, it actually shows genuine clumsiness, because I might be able to do random ass feats of athleticism, which is like never, let's be completely honest, but I will also be the first person to trip on solid ground. So like, that's a lot more accurate to clumsiness.
こんなとこでつまずくやつ、初めて見た。
そういうわけには参りません。公爵家には身だしなみというものがございます。
Yeah, no wonder he runs away. If someone comments this much on my attire, yikes, I would be running away too. Like, yeah, I get it. You know, he's the Duke's son or whatever. But I felt like this was such a good balance between his normal attire and the Duke's, you know, formal attire. There's like shaggy hair, which, you know, I was like, someone gets me. And then this person just came in and she was like, you're not dressed formally enough. You have to maintain blah, 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 whatever. Oh, pissed me off. He's in his house. He can wear whatever he wants to wear. I would be running around wearing pajamas and stuff, man. Like, I do hope all of his friends realize that, like, he's not comfortable here. Yeah, he said it before, but I hope that they realize that he's not comfortable here. You know, it's not just shock from, oh, he's rich.
誰だろう？とても綺麗な人。
That's his mom.
少しは休めたか？
Why did you just whisper that to her? Like, everyone else traveled as well. It could have been a loud enough question, but no, he only asked that to Lili. I'm such a kid sometimes. Kid, just point it out to her, man. Like, I would have forgotten it as well. Like, just point it out to her. This is the first real food she's probably going to eat after a really long time and for a really long time. So, like, just help her out here, man.
ちょっと！何よ？
いいかな。
全部真似しなくていいんだよ。
I was just about to say this, okay? Everyone else is going to be like, oh, they're so in sync, ha ha ha. But she's just like copying every single thing he's doing. They're so cute. Oh my god.
何それ？
お前も狩りへ行ったらどうだ？
He won't like it. He likes to capture things the other way around. He likes to immortalize things, his paintings, and not by shooting something.
父上、そろそろ。お部屋までお送りします。
I do feel for the eldest brother because it feels like a lot of the responsibility of the house has fallen on him. He doesn't even get the time or the opportunity to enjoy the things that he actually wants to enjoy, and it's a lot of falling along in his father's footsteps. That's the vibe that I got, and I do hope that they explore a bit more of that relationship, because in the eldest brother's eyes, Kit is just like someone who doesn't take life seriously enough, irrespective of the responsibilities and the pressures of society that are placed on top of them. The youngest brother doesn't just take it seriously enough. And so I feel for him, and I want to see a bit more of that exploration, I think. That would be really nice.
ちょっとドロシー、子供じゃないんだからさ。
一体何の騒ぎですか？
Ma'am, how about some privacy? God damn.
よく眠れるようにシェリーダルのウイスキー入りですよ。
Lamo, she just spiked their food so that they would fall asleep and not annoy her and her precious sanity and peace. Fair? Not. I mean, at least she let them know that, hey, just so you know, I've added stuff that will make you fall asleep, okay? Just so you know. But goddamn, that's crazy. Go out for a walk in the grounds and then you'll come across Kit and then he will show you his favorite spaces and then you'll fall asleep in a nook or some corner. Both of you will fall asleep there and then you'll be found by the servants of the household or your friends or your dad. I paint a really good picture. Pun intended. I'm a writer, but I paint a really good picture here. Do you get them vibes? Like, I would have written that. Like, that's mostly my fan fiction brain going off. I don't know how that's going to happen, but if it does happen, I would be very pleased is all I'm saying.
私、お母さんと約束したの。留学して半年の間に1位を取れなかったら、日本に戻って家業を継ぐって。キッドが生きてる限り絶対無理じゃん。やっぱり、フォーキーやで。忍者じゃないから。でも、最近やっと自分が描きたいモチーフがはっきりしてきたの。少し歩こうかな。
大人になれ、クリストファー。
そうやって何でも頭ごなしに従わせようとするの。
Are you sure she's not a ninja? What was she doing hiding there like that? Oh my god. That was hilarious. Maybe Dorothy is right and we haven't just realized it yet. That was fun. I get everyone's perspective in this show and everyone's characters are really well fleshed out. I am still hoping for the fact that maybe eventually they do find each other on a walk again and then the wonderful scenario that I planned out actually comes into reality. Overall, loving the show. Can't wait to see the next episode. But before we head on to that, if you're enjoying my content as much as I am enjoying Love Through A Prism, feel free to check out my Patreon where you get to support me and you get early access and extended cuts of the shows that I put on here on YouTube. It would also be super helpful in helping me continue creating content for you guys to enjoy. Now, without further ado, let's move on to the next episode. Let's do this. I love the borders and how they're depicting the past here. It's almost like seeing something in a very old video or a photograph that you've pasted very carefully inside an album. But oh, I love the vibe of that. That's really clever art direction. So mom is sick and he brings her little snippets from the outside world to the inside so that she can explore that and enjoy that. Oh, that's pretty. That's cute. That's also going to break my heart. Lili, wake up from a nightmare loud enough to scare Dorothy as well as all the servants or people potentially roaming around outside the door. I've been wanting her to freak someone out with how loud she is during her nightmares.
父上、今夜の舞踏会は
本格的な舞踏会なんて初めてです。
しかし
Literally a few years ago, I would have been so pissed off with the elder brother, okay? But I get where he's coming from. I know I'm defending him too much, but I can also kind of get the vibe of his characteristic, which is like, oh, my younger brother doesn't follow any rules, and so I have to follow them to the T. And my dad has the ability to be like, okay, you know what, be lenient with the rules because he can be. He's the Duke. It's alright for him to do that. If I do something like this, people are going to point and will gossip. And I can't let that happen for the sake of the family. I feel for him.
でも私方向音痴だからこれだけ広いと迷子になっちゃいそうだな。
Counter proposal. She's going to sit down, start drawing. She's actually going to get through a few drawings. But then eventually the fact that she didn't sleep is going to catch up with her and she's going to fall asleep. And Kit is going to find her there. And then he's just going to be like, chuckles, looks at her drawings and then puts his coat on her and helps her settle down better so that they can stay there for as long as they need to before helping her up and back to the house. Either that happens or they are all worried about where Lili disappeared to, start searching and Kit is the one who finds her. I would much prefer the first option because it's just a tad bit more juicy. But hey, I'm open for anything.
迷路みたいだね、ここ。
I get it, okay, jealousy arc. I only asked for it. My fault that was. Let them enjoy this. Please don't. Oh my god, I don't like it. I was the one who asked for it though. I don't like it. Let it be a special space just for Kit and Lily, yeah? Yeah? Please? Please?
馬は本来森の中で生きるから。
Are we going to see Aphrodite? We are. Aphrodite!
おはよう、アフロディーテ。
綺麗。この世の生き物じゃないみたい。ちょっと待って、動かないで。アフロディーテ、あなたはできる子だって信じてるからね。ちょっと待って、行かないで、待って。
それに、彼女は調教されてないからね。
Watch her be the one who actually tames her. No, actually, you know what? Fair, Aphrodite. Do not be tamed by anyone. We are not meant to be tamed. We are meant to be wild by default.
自分の尻尾と似てるから興味あるんじゃないか。気に入られたみたいだな。
Why did it sound like Aphrodite was also going, yeah, cut it out. Don't be mean to my friend.
画材入れすぎてドレス持ってこれなかったらしいのよ。
Give her your mom's dress. That is going to be way too presumptuous of me. Oh my god. Yikes. That's going to be way too forward if that does happen.
失礼します。
何？
クリストファー様の命により、馳せ参じました。
クリストファー
Boy, I get you, okay. I've also been defending you really hard right now so far. Don't say anything right now. Just leave it be. Don't ask him to get on a dance with some of the noble ladies or blah blah blah. Don't ask him to do anything. Just let him enjoy. Let him be.
油を売っている暇はないぞ。
She looks so pretty. Oh, I love that so much. Her dress has lilies all over it. Also, I have a feeling those earrings were Kit's mom's. I remember seeing those earrings somewhere. It could have been Dorothy's, but I do feel like it is potentially Kit's mom's earrings. But oh, she looks so good. So cute. Let's go.
クリストファー
It's too public for me and my introverted ass could never. But I am here for them, okay? Like I'm cheering them on. So pretty. Oh my god, my cheeks are red from blushing, but oh, so pretty. I love them. Also, the girl who had roses in her head. Secondary love interest. I just needed a jealousy arc for Lily, not for Kit. Listen. There are specific thingies that you need to have to bring the characters together. And each character has a role to play. So,
みんな奥で待ってる。行こう。
Feels like the entire castle is shipping them, okay? They're all like, we'll make this happen. Do you want us to make this happen? We'll make it happen. Let's do it. You know, dance? I know you wanted to take her back to your friends and bring her into some place that she can be a bit more comfortable in. But hey, this is a great time to show her off. So like, why not show her off? Also, that dress is definitely his mom's.
俺たちのために演奏してくれてる。大丈夫。俺に合わせて。できるよ。
何を考えている？悪ふざけも大概にしろ。エスコートすべき人は他にいるはずだ。
クリストファーの婚約者です。
I figured, okay, I just didn't want it to be the reality. Yikes. God damn it. The thing is, the dad also sees the potential. I am sure that Catherine is a really nice girl. But I'm also sure about the fact that they were potentially fixed or arranged to be married together when they were kids or something like that, which was norm in those times. So it genuinely sucks, and I hope that she's nice, and I hope that she gets to experience a good life with someone who loves her as well. Because Kit is Lily's. I'm a fight. I'm a go to war for them. Hypothetically speaking. In my mind, at least I'll be cheering them on.
私知らなくて。
気にすることない。ただの服
気にするわよ。
リリー。
こういうことやめてよね。
リリー、待て。
何か失礼なこと言っちゃったかしら。
Girl, come on, don't be like that. Like, I get it, but don't be like that. That was so fair of Lili though. Like, I would be pissed off too. I'd be like, why are you dancing a waltz with me? All romantic. I'm not reading the context clues wrong here. So like, why are you doing all of this while you are engaged to someone else? And this is obviously a topic that is close to her heart. And I feel like she will also understand where Kit is coming from. Because once again, I'm pretty sure he was forced into it. He's not like a playboy. And Lily gets that. That's the whole reason why she wants to be top of the class, is so that she can avoid being in a similar scenario like Kit's scenario. So I think she will get it, but also I feel like it would be really nice if the conflict resolution doesn't happen right away. And you know what? I say that as someone who absolutely hates miscommunication tropes. I hate it from the very core of my being. But I do realize that there are moments where the necessity of a miscommunication trope, and it's not even miscommunication, it's just delayed communication trope, is really, really juicy and nice. And this feels like a really good place for it, because it can act as really good motivation for her to push herself to become number one. Only at a later point to realize Kit's point of view. Like, she doesn't engage with Kit anymore until she reaches the top. Right? And I feel like that would be a really good storytelling perspective. But also, as a viewer, I would much rather them clear out and air out whatever miscommunication is happening right now, because it's just easier to digest, right? Like, I don't want this to be the main conflict point, and I don't think it is potentially going to be, considering the fact that this is the 6th episode in a 20 episode show. So there is definitely going to be more conflicts for us to weave our way through. And yeah, I don't want anger and revenge to be her motive. Like, as juicy as it seems, I don't want that to be her motivation. When she's talking with Dorothy at the window, she's like, I'm finally understanding what I want to paint, what I want to depict from my paintings, and I want that and continued exploration of that to be her motivation to reach number one. Like, it is happening while she is working hard towards it. It is also a goal that she is no longer focused on, as in she's more focused on depicting the true art value as opposed to just being focused on reaching the top. I think that would be dope. I don't know what I want. Let's just watch and see what they're going to give us.
お前の身勝手な行動のせいで、どれほど、
Okay, like, but why? If you are forced into this, I get it. You have potentially dreamt of being a daughter-in-law for the churches for a really long time. And even if you were forced into it, the dream and the fantasy of it all has become so much more bigger than your own needs and desires. That can potentially be the reality of it all. And I'm being extremely optimistic in the perspective of your character at the moment, but they've already made a spectacle out of her. Why push it further? Sometimes when you push things too far, all it is going to lead to is your own detriment. I'm pretty sure it is just going to lead to people seeing Lili be able to tame Aphrodite or something like that as she rides away, and Kit coming to her rescue or something like that. Or the dad being somehow involved. That would be crazy.
慣れていない人が立ち入ったら迷ってしまうわよ。昼来た時はキッドがいてくれたので。
I feel like her well intentions also became bad intentions as soon as she said Kit. Girl, everyone in that college calls him Kit. She's not special. Like, yeah, she's special for him, but she's not special.
彼のこと、何も知らないんです。だって物心つく前から結婚が決まっていましたもの。つまり、シルバーはいずれ。おやすみなさい。
I get it. I just don't like it. But also Lily honestly was like, I don't need to know more. I am fine. I drew that line. I am just focused on my drawing and on my art. And I love that the misinformation was cleared out that they were engaged since birth. And so it's not like a willing engagement at this point in time. I love that clarification of it all. But I don't think it's going to do anything to deter Lily in her motivation to be first now. Unless we have a conversation with Kit, which which I feel like is not going to happen. They feel like we are going to get a relationship with Shin, and I like Shin a lot, but I do not want to see it happen. Please, I get it. I see the potential of it all lay out really well in front of my eyes. I just don't want to see it.
お屋敷に戻るつもりでしたら、右に曲がった方が近道よ。まっすぐ進めばクジャクもいるし危ないわ。
Why are you doing this, lady? Like, why are you doing this? She already said sorry. She wasn't aware of it. She's apologized multiple times. She does not want to get involved with any of this nonsense. She's told that to you. Why are you causing more distress? There's literally no need to do that. It's pissing me off now.
これじゃ歩けない。
Watch Kit find her and carry her on his shoulders but take her through the back. No longer making a spectacle out of them, but like taking her through the back or something like that, and they have a conversation. Please, I need a conversation between them. But oh my god, girl, what were you thinking? You could have done anything but go out in the middle of the night in a confusing place that you did not even get the complete opportunity to explore and experience. Also, it looks like fanfiction writers are writing this particular scene. She fell down. Her lantern is out. She twisted her ankle. It's going to rain. It's pitch black. No one knows where she is. She doesn't know where she is. Kate might potentially find her. Like, it's like, oh, everything so intricately written down. I like it.
こんなとこ来なきゃよかった。スケッチブックが見当たらなかったような。
放牧場。
おい来た待てよ
Well, that was fun. Not. Well, at least Kit is out there searching for her is all I'm thinking of right now, okay? Like, at least she's going to find her. Yes, she's fainted from exhaustion, not having eaten anything since the lunch or breakfast or whatever they did. God, it's a chaotic nonsense. I genuinely do want to sit down and watch the next few episodes, but I am not. I'm going to let myself marinate in this, let myself feel a little bit of the anxiety. I mean, I know Kit is going to find her, but let myself feel just a tiny bit of that anxiety before I move on to the next few episodes. If you're enjoying this reaction, let me know down in the comments below what specific things you really enjoy about my theories, about the reaction as a whole, about these two episodes that I've reacted to. Any insight you want to give me, I'd be really excited about that. Yeah, pretty well written. The story is going really great. We might have a huge conflict. It might get resolved. There might be a bigger conflict later on down the road. We don't really know where it is going to go from here, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless. With that being said, like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Take care. Toodaloo.